I wish I could say the war was over. But in order to truly put it all to an end, you must go to the heart of Delphi's operation. You'll find their headquarters far off in the Atlantic, aboard a fortified vessel. There, you'll find the main lab that was used to develop Guilt, the remaining head scientists, their leader, and a horrible secret. I implore you all to enter the vessel with caution. Their leader is not one to yield easily, and will do anything to keep Delphi alive. Asclepius, watch over them.
Director, we could use your help in the surgical ward. Do you have time?
I do. It'll be a good way to keep my mind busy.
Are you worried about Dr. Stiles and Nurse Thompson?
Hard not to be with where they're going, but I have faith they'll be all right.
As do I, sir. I just can't believe Delphi's been under our noses the whole time. And Idoth Pharmaceuticals, what could they possibly have to gain from doing all of this?
Heaven only knows. But in time, I'm sure we will all know the truth. One way or another.
It's going to be tough out there in the Atlantic. You'll have a lot of work to do in a short amount of time. But with how far you've come, I have no doubts you'll be able to do what you need to do.
And we'll be rooting for you over at Caduceus Europe. Come back safe, okay?
I will. Kinda wish you guys were coming with us. You would be a huge help.
As do I, but we're not exactly trustworthy right now in Caduceus's eyes. So it's up to you, Derek. Give those kids on that ship their lives back.
Empty treatment complete. Closing up the incision area.
That makes 5. 2 more treatments after this one, then we're finished.
Yeah. You doing okay? If we need to take a break after this one, we can.
No. No need for that. I don't think I'd be able to rest properly anyway. I'm fine, I promise.
Alright. Just making sure since the next 2 are going to be the hardest.
I'm aware. But right now, these kids matter more than anything else.
There were 7 individuals chosen to be the natural hosts of guilt. These individuals were referred to as sinners within Delphi. Each was chosen based on specific DNA attributes in their bodies that would allow them to host their respective strains. However, for the tests to be effective, Delphi needed young and fresh tissue. And so, the chosen individuals were young children. All from various places around the world. Children who were kidnapped from their families, their lives stolen in the name of Delphi's cause. I, along with many other scientists, experimented on them. It was through these children the 7 strains were perfected. Every day I questioned what I was doing to these innocent children. But then I would always be reminded that the reason I did it all was to protect my daughter from becoming one of them. I was a monster to these children, justifying it in my head that it was to keep her safe. But no matter how much I lied to myself, I know it was wrong, and in the end, I wound up losing my family altogether because of Delphi.
This could have been me.
What?
You heard what my father said about these children. All of them were chosen because of certain attributes in their DNA. Attributes I also have. And the only reason I was spared was because of my father. I wish I could have taken one of their places, so they wouldn't have to suffer from my father's foolishness. I'm so sorry, little one.
Angie, you have nothing to apologize for. This wasn't something you could control. You know that.
I do know that, but they should have been living their lives, playing, spending time with their families, not being stuck in a test tube all day, being poked and prodded at for some messed up cause.
And they'll have their lives back after this is all over. And Angie, I want you to look at it this way. You were spared because of your father's decisions, but it was thanks to you being spared that you can save them. Because I know I wouldn't have gotten this far without you.
Thank you, Derek. That means a lot.
How are things going over here, Dr. Stiles?
Smoothly. We have 2 more children to treat, then we'll be finished.
Have you located Adam yet?
Not yet. Our search isn't going as fast as we would like, since we've had to deal with disarming traps with every room on this vessel. When we do find him, we'll let you know as soon as possible.
Duly noted. Thank you, Director Miller.
At the center of it all was our leader, who calls himself Adam. His ideals on life are radical. When he began to think this way is unknown, but at one point, he was just a man like the rest of us. And when he was the man known as Erich von Reitnau, the founder of Edith Pharmaceuticals. He disappeared over a decade ago to the public eye, and it was at that time Delphi was founded. I understand you all may be perplexed, considering Erich was born in 1897, meaning if he were still alive, he would be over 100 years old. All I can say is, guilt has a way of twisting a man, making him think something so horrible would actually be noble, a good deed to all mankind. That is all the information I can provide of you. I wish you all luck out there on that vessel. And I will be serving in whatever way I can to repent for what I have done.
I never want to do 7 operations in a row ever again.
At least it's over now.
All the children have been transported off the vessel and are on their way to Caduceus, Europe for additional treatment. You can rest easy now, Dr. Stiles.
Happy to hear that. How goes the search for Adam?
I was getting to that part. We've found him, but we're trying to figure out how to detain him.
Detain him? Is he armed?
Possibly? We're not sure. The whole situation is bizarre.
Bizarre? What do you mean by that?
Thing is, I'm not sure I could even explain it without showing you, and I'm not sure I want to do that with what we found.
Your medicine only serves to alienate man from the natural world. Only humanity would force others to live lives not their own. Is man's hubris so great that he would violate life by prolonging it? The final stage of life is death. To deny that is foolishness. Your vast, undying civilizations will spill over into the sea, while the old and infirm become a rot at society's core. Man sought harmony with nature, but instead found everlasting life, as a parasite, feeding off of the Earth's resources. That is why mankind was blessed with disease. It is natural selection, nature passing judgment on man. You believe medical science will save mankind? A surplus of humans will only destroy the world we depend on. I alone know the sole path to salvation. With guilt, I will show you all the way.
That's Adam, isn't it? Director Miller, take us to him. I need to see this man for myself.
Brace yourself then, Dr. Styles. Because what we found is a rather disturbing sight.
What?
Sins are born of my mortal flesh and disperse into the world as guilt. There they are altered, they prosper. In the end, they return to me.
What? That man can't be alive. That's a corpse in there.
I can hardly look at him.
This is what I meant by bizarre. He wasn't speaking earlier and we assumed him comatose, but now, I'm not sure what to make of any of this.
Through guilt, I have become the last man. I live outside the world so as to not taint it. I alone have achieved harmony. I alone know balance. With the guilt I hold within me, I will help others find that balance. The strain that fathered all the others you've come up against. Bliss will be the blessing to all those who abandon selfish desires and follow the true way and become as I am.
In other words, you think bioterrorism is the answer to everything wrong with the world. How is forcing people to die the answer to anything? And what makes you think you get to decide anyone's fate?
You are not that much different, Dr. Styles. You force people to live when they should succumb to death. Medicine leads people astray from their true destiny. This is why guilt is the answer. It will show all how we should truly live.
A coward who forces children to suffer for his cause is one to talk. You're using machines to stay alive at that. Guilt has completely destroyed your body.
It has. That is how it has set me free from this useless corpse. Allow me to show you how it has.
Dr. Styles! Nurse Thompson!
What the?
You're familiar with the astral plane, aren't you? You are more experienced than I would have expected. Your garb says it all. An Asclepiad coming into his own, his healing touch reaching its highest point. Though I can't say the same for your nurse.
Huh?
Seems while her garb reflects her connection to you, she's not acquainted with this place like you are.
Ange!
I wouldn't worry about her. She was born for this. The guilt within her will settle.
Why did you bring us here? What do you want?
For you to see my side, Derek Styles, so I can potentially prevent you from making people suffer more than they need to.
Me? Make people suffer? I think you've got things backwards, Adam.
No, I don't. You doctors are all the same. Nothing has changed in all the years I've lived. You all claim to want to help better humanity, but all you do is prolong suffering with your unnatural ways. The one time I looked to someone like you for help, it only led to my beloved wife suffering a horrible death, and all I could do was watch as the life faded from Edith's eyes. It was thanks to someone like you. She had to die in such a way. Someone like you, who thinks themselves above the laws of life, who thinks what they do is a just cause. When in the end, all you do is make things worse. Why waste time with medicine? Why make humans live longer than they need to? It will just lead to more suffering. Be it by slow, painful moments with disease, overpopulation, or wars caused by petty arguments. If we just let matters run their course, only the strongest will remain, and we can all truly live natural lives the way it was meant to be. It would be peaceful. Isn't that what you want for your patients? To find peace?
Not in the way you're offering it. You just want to watch people die because you're miserable. You just want others to suffer with you because you can't let go of a grudge. No matter what excuse you give me, forcing anyone to die is wrong.
You know, it surprises me you became a doctor after one failed you. Medicine did nothing for your father or Richard Anderson. All it did was make them suffer. Why would you choose such a path?
If you're trying to convince me that you're in the right here, you're failing. I won't abandon the path I've chosen. I'm a doctor. I'm here to help however I can. I won't win every battle, but I could never live with myself if I just gave up. So I'll make myself clear for you. I won't yield to your disgusting mindset. You claim to want to lead people to living natural lives, yet look at you. The only reason you're alive is because of machines and a man-made disease. Things that are unnatural and a byproduct of medicine. The very thing you claim to be fighting against. You're a hypocrite in every sense of the word, Adam. You're not helping anyone. You just want everyone to be as miserable as you are. Nothing more and nothing less.
So stubborn. Even when the truth is staring you right in the face. Blind to what doctors do to humanity in denying them their fates. Well, I tried being civil.
Angie? Leave her out of this. Your fight is with me, not her.
And yet she might be the only way I can get you to submit. It worked on Kenneth after all. You care about this woman. I can see it in your eyes. If you value her that much, then yield, Derek Stiles.
Leave her be. If you're so eager to take a life, then take mine.
How noble of you. Now, submit to Bliss's will. Stop struggling. You'll only make it worse for yourself. Submit and you'll be at peace.
I'm not going down without a fight. It's just how I am. And always will be.
That will be enough from you. A man like you should have passed long ago, And with how you violated the laws of life, it's time you did.
Indeed. Especially with the disrespect of naming a disease after a gift that I grant to those under me. Cerberus is going to enjoy tearing into you.
Asclepius. Hades.
This one isn't of your world anymore, Derek. It's our battle now with this monster. Ipione will take care of you and Angie. Rest easy now, for you've done enough.
I may pass from this world, but know this. There will be others like myself to take my place, who will carry on my cause.
Then I'll be waiting for them. And I'll fight back. Just like I did with you.
Operation complete. Let's get him to recovery.
He's awake! Thank goodness.
Navel? Naomi, what? Ow! What the? When?
Easy now, big guy. You're still recovering from major surgery. You gave us quite the scare in the operating room, by the way.
Surgery? What did you two do?
Treated a rather severe case of Chitauri that had taken up residence on your upper left lung. Thankfully, when they got you here to Caduceus Europe, we caught it before it could make its way to your heart. Albeit I didn't like the fact we had to break a few ribs to remove them. But look at it this way. You get a nice long break now.
Wait, what happened to Adam?
Dealt with. By cremation, to be precise.
The battle with Delphi is over. We've won.
It's over? For real?
Yeah, and we have you to thank, Derek.
Well, I didn't exactly do it by myself, you know.
True, but still, you led the charge. Now, as I've mentioned, you get to have a nice long rest. Doctor's orders. Oh, and one other thing, Derek.
Derek?
Someone has been eager to see you.
Angie, you're okay.
Yeah, I got lucky. I only needed minor treatment. I'm so happy to see you awake.
Sorry if I scared you. It wasn't on purpose, I promise.
It's okay. All I really care about right now is the fact you're alive and well, Derek. And you're still here with me.